Welcome to This Week in Gel Ball, your source for first-party, third-party, and community gel ball news. I'm your host, the Nerf Gelfire Challenge Week 2 champion. Woo! Sorry, was that too enthusiastic? Not enthusiastic enough? I don't know. I wanted to make a video talking about some recent announcements from Nerf and the like, involving some big influencers entering the space of gel ball, and one recent announcement too. One of the challenges of making Christmas videos on the main channel is that I'm trying to focus all of my editing attention towards them because I feel like I'm behind. So we'll probably talk more about this on the main Beret channel in January, but in the meantime, I wanted to at least get some of this off my chest. Let's of course start with the big announcement, the one we knew was coming, and unfortunately we discovered it was a gel ball tie-in. MrBeast teams up with Nerf for 300-round Gelfire blasters. Interesting. So there have been a few articles coming out about these collaborations, and you've probably seen then the box like with Jimmy's face on it, which based off of the comments I've seen from folks in the hobby, you either love it or you don't care. Or no, you hate it. A lot of people just cannot stand this dude's face. And look, I'm not here to hate on MrBeast. I think they're doing some crazy stuff over there at the MrBeast Studios, whatever they call it. But I get why some people are not a fan of him. And I'm not sure how I feel about all of his stuff after this collaboration, because I really think it would have been better for him to make an actual blaster that's not a gel blaster. Here's a running theme. You remember that like gel ball blasters are advertised for ages 14 and up? Kid audience, he knows that. Why would they do? Money. Money is a reason. Thanks, Nerf. So yeah, they've talked about some of these collaborations, given little promos. MrBeast, of course, teased this a while back with a little like blurred out image. We knew it was going to be a mythic based off of the blur. It was like, oh great, it's going to be a repainted mythic. Okay, a little bit of credit. Here it is on Hasbro Pulse. It's slightly different, right? Like, the hopper. The hopper is the big difference. And I think for the most part, people have said, good, that's a good hopper change. It actually makes the blaster a lot more smooth. It doesn't have this massive bulging hopper out the top, which, you know, kind of ruined the aesthetic that a lot of people tolerated in the first place. Now, what do you lose as a result of that hopper? You lose capacity. The original Mythic advertises an 800-round capacity hopper, which I found could easily go over 1,000. This one's advertising 300. So you're looking at less than half the capacity of the original. So maybe there's a little wiggle room for it to get a little bit more, but you can see it's pretty tight. Like that hopper, yeah. The bigger concern I have, not as much as capacity, is the shape of it is more horizontal, which means that while the Mythic in the first place had some feeding issues and the hopper was like immediately above the feeding port, this one you're going to have to shake the rounds to go backwards and forwards to actually feed, hopefully okay. I don't know how well or reliable this blaster is going to be, which is a darn shame because I do think that having that hopper more streamlined makes the blaster look better overall. I would of course assume that my Mythic hardware is going to work just fine in this one, meaning the hopper, the barrel, the battery, and that's, well, yeah, there it is. It's just different colors on the new one, which I would also agree it's a good color choice. Like, MrBeast colors exclusive, whatever, I don't care. It looks good. I think they did a good job with the colors here. The Mythic has not been an issue as far as aesthetics go, but this is a cool color collaboration. You've got Gelfire, you've got MrBeast, of course, right on the side there, and then the hopper itself has got his little Beast logo. The box itself, of course, has his face on it, meaning you can very easily tell, okay, yeah, this is a MrBeast themed blaster. The biggest surprise is this. That's my biggest surprise, at least. $69.99. Nice? Sure. It is $10 cheaper than the Mythic retailed for. That is not something that I would typically expect. I would have expected it would be like $90. Nope, we took off $10. Now, there could be a few reasons for that, of course. It could be that the Mythic is not selling too well. I don't have that data, but who the hell knows? The world may never know, but that's the reality. It's showing up on quite a few sites, and the $70 price tag is what you see. So I'm curious then if that means that this is going to sell better. I'm curious if MrBeast's audience is going to take to this well. I'm curious if it's going to come out before this April 15th, 2023 estimated ship date. That is seemingly universal across the other sites where it's available too. I haven't received any information if I'm going to be receiving one of these for review. And also, I almost forgot, this one advertises that it includes 20,000 Gelfire rounds, which is more than the original. You can scroll down really quickly to prove that. There's the Mythic. What does that include? 10,000. So this includes more ammo, a lower hopper, but a cheaper price. Like, what? This is so weird. I am a bit baffled. I guess I'm not too upset, other than I'm a little disappointed now for people who went out and bought a Mythic at full price, because it really seems like you're getting screwed over from this kind of deal now. Very, very strange timeline we live in indeed. And as far as like their releases on the blaster, yeah, there he is, the dude with the money. You don't need that. Like that a little cringe in my opinion, but there it is. Yeah, am I gonna have to pick one of these up? Possibly. I'm, you know, it is what it is.
This is the brand new MrBeast Nerf blaster.
Here's the ad from his video. Went live the same day they announced it online, and the pre-order went up. This is his ad from his video. So let's just look at that real quick.
It has a retractable stock, rechargeable batteries, and you can put it on semi-fire, which shoots one at a time, or full auto. And this cartridge can hold tons of blast. I wish we had.
This cartridge can hold tons of rounds, yes.
Things like this when we were kids.
Mine a little bit less.
So quickly then pre-order a MrBeast Nerf blaster while you still can. It's Nerf for nothing! Ah, this is so much fun. This is...
Wow, I could have done a more enthusiastic ad read there, especially if I'd had my own blaster. Who am I to judge? Of course, they're literally making like a crazy video and have to plug that in the middle of it. It's just... doesn't come across the best for me. I am not hating out of jealousy, of course not. I'm just still wondering, why does it have to be a goddamn gel blaster? Come on, guys. So, that is how that all went, and his audience seemed really enthusiastic for him too. I mean, I left a nice little comment, glad to see new hopper design and hope it feeds well. Like, seriously, I am hoping. Yo, it's a dude from Fortnite. Nice Fortnite skin. Bro tweeted about this before Fortnite. Congrats on the Fortnite. No way, it's a dude from Fortnite. Oh, yeah, no one gave a shit about this. Like, everyone was talking about MrBeast in Fortnite. No one cared about his Gel Blaster collaboration. When I say Gel Blaster, I mean Gelfire Nerf collaboration, because we'll get to Gel Blaster in a second. Like, that's so funny. I don't know how this is going to do, because based off of just comments like that, people don't care. Perhaps I'll be proven wrong. This might be the hottest new product of the year, but I think a lot of his kid fans are going to discover that they can't use this too many places, despite MrBeast saying, I wish I had this as a kid, and this is the most fun I've ever had, or something like that. Anyway, hey, completely unrelated, you know what happened next? Not too long after, we got another announcement of a collaboration in the gel ball space, literally from Gel Blaster. David Dobrik. Now, I realized too, having looked a little bit more as people commenting on like the Nerf sites, a lot of people don't know who this guy is, which is fine. I mean, I don't follow him too much. I've watched about 0 of his videos, but I am familiar with the guy, and I'm also familiar with some of his recent controversies, which have like kind of taken him off of YouTube primarily, and he's been doing a lot more on TikTok. The point is, MrBeast and David Dobrik are big-time influencers, and I hate using that word, but I am using it unironically here. These guys pull a lot of views, and they have a lot of influence. This guy knows a lot of celebrities. He collabs with celebrities. He has done a lot of crazy projects, and now he's got a Gel Blaster. So I don't care too much about this Marvel product collab, but yeah, David Dobrik, and he launched a pizza shop recently. Controversial vlogger. Yeah, he did something kind of stupid recently, and then before that too. But the point remains, he's got an audience, and he's clearly still getting deals. He is working with Gel Blaster for a new product. And what does it look like? It looks like this. Oh, it's blue. It's freaking blue. Wow. Okay, so we just went from this kind of shiny MrBeast blaster. You got the flashy colors, the logos. You got the freaking dude on the box. Can we see that again? Oh, it's blue. It's a couple of different colors of blue, sure. And then you got these DD right here. DD on the side because it's David Dobrik. Cool. Awesome. Love that for him. I don't see the box anywhere, so I can't 100% guarantee that the box has his face on it or not. But yeah, $70 as well. Same price. Okay. Seems like we've got some competition now. From what I know based off of other people's reviews and experiences, I think it's fair to say this blaster is just better, like as far as performance goes, than the Mythic, regardless of, the flavoring on the outside. So, they already won that category. Gel Blaster did. And they glow in the dark, so that is cool. And I did see a video from David showing off this collaboration with some people. They fired it in their apartment. And it's still cool to see these things firing in the dark. That is an obvious appeal, but holy smokes, them cleaning that up must have been a nightmare. Big influencers are getting in on Gel Blasters because they love Gel Blasters and they know that Gel Blasters are the future. And that's what they think, and I'm really not so sure. I don't know how long this bubble is going to last or if it's going to end up completely replacing other stuff, but seeing just some big names entering the space, it turns heads and it forces other companies to reconsider too. That's why I can't ignore it the same way I've tried to in the past. Because we've seen things before like X-Shot getting Ninja on some of their dart blasters, which was, kind of cool. It also does say that these are exclusively available at Walmart and that this is a limited supply only. I don't know how true that is. It says sold out on their website, but I already ordered one of these, guys. I gotta be honest with you. I was actually approached by Gel Blaster recently for a sponsorship, and I tried to get a free review sample of this blaster or their Starfire, and that was it. And they wouldn't do it without me signing a contract. So that sucks, but I still wanted to at least compare this to the Mythic because I knew it would be an interesting comparison with the two kind of creators being now the main faces of their products. Anyway, hey, the most recent thing that happened too, if you're just, kind of browsing Amazon and someone discovered there's this new little listing on Amazon. What the hell is that? We got the Mythic, we got the MrBeast Gelfire Blaster, and we've got... What's that? What's that? What? I'm covering it. Stupid me. What's that? What's this thing? What's this thing doing here? Oh God, we gotta learn more. Oh, Roro. That's the most. That's the most appropriate dog. Roro. Yeah, guys, new Gel Blaster or Gelfire Blaster just dropped, and it's a pistol. It's not a tie-in. It's DiGiorno. It is the Nerf Pro Gelfire Legion. We are Legion. Spring action blaster. It's a Springer. 5,000 rounds included. 130 round hopper. Oh no, they're getting smaller. We had 800 with the Mythic. We have 300 with the MrBeast one. Now we've got 130 with the Legion. Guys, I think we're going the wrong way. I don't think there was a problem with having like that capacity. We just wanted a better form factor. Oh, they're better form factor. Okay, we lost a little bit there. What the hell's going on? Help! Help! It's new. It says right here, expected to release on January 15th. Oh dear, that's like a month away. And we've got our cute little hopper on top. What looks to be the same barrel compatibility on the front, which means it's another single-shot rival blaster. Hell yeah. And a pullback in the back. And you've got tactical rails on the handle and the front. They don't make anything that attaches to that for Gelfire yet, so I don't know what's going on there. New blaster almost just dropped, and maybe I will have to check that one out too. $35. I mean, it's not too expensive, but it's a single shot Springer. The initial reactions are a bit mixed. A lot of questions, but perhaps this will have more mod potential as well. Clearly this is not going anywhere, and I do still wonder if I am going to be getting a front row seat to what's happening based off of my involvement with Nerf's Gelfire Challenge on TikTok, now that they know that I am someone who is willing to check out their hot new products. Maybe they'll send some of these to me. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll be as stingy as Gel Blaster was and force me to sign a contract I don't want to sign. So then that won't happen. Is Dart Zone going to try and get an influencer for their line? They haven't so far. I'm a little burnt out still about all this because Nerf is really dragging their feet on actually getting me my winnings from the Gelfire Challenge. So if they could hurry up with that, that'd be great. I guess final comments for me is that if you guys will tolerate it, I am going to talk a little bit more about these blasters because they are just so hard to ignore, and I feel like it's just so interesting in my perspective to kind of dive into what is happening in this space with other like creators online. I don't have the capacity to like test out gel blasters and compare and contrast in the way that would be ideal in my own apartment. I just am curious as to what's going to happen further. Like if Nerf has identified that online influencers are the way to go as far as getting like big sales, that could keep happening in the future. Who knows? Maybe MrBeast is going to have a challenge with this blaster, or he's going to plug it once and then it's going to disappear into the night and no one will ever talk about it. Except me.